Kicking with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you can pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them.
So one of the topics we're going to be talking about today is when you're in your 30s. Mm-hmm. Well, you got a clip. Let's play the clip.
Let's play the clip.
And let's just say Shake is the only one here that's 30.
How old are you turning this year?
28.
How old are you turning this year?
28.
What year were you born?
29.
You born in 29? Okay.
I'm right there with you, brother.
This way. But I believe any man over 30 that doesn't have any kids, not married, don't have a girlfriend, I believe that's a red flag. Why nobody know why you? Why nobody not scoop you? My brother said I'm wrong for thinking this way.
Why nobody not scoop?
That doesn't have any kids, not married.
That is funny.
Why nobody not scoop you?
Why nobody know why?
So if you're 30 years old or over 30 with no kids, you're not in a relationship. I think she said something else. But something is wrong. Y'all agree with that or disagree? As a man. As men.
I don't mean nothing's wrong with you. I don't feel like there's something's wrong with you if you don't have kids or you're not married by a certain age. She said if you're not married, have kids, or have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like some dudes like to be bachelors.
Mm-hmm.
Some dudes don't want kids.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've never really come across a guy that didn't want kids at all, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's dudes out there that don't want kids.
Not married, doesn't have kids, and doesn't have a girlfriend, and you're over 30. That could be a lot of things. It doesn't necessarily mean that something's wrong with you. You could just maybe have gotten a divorce, or maybe you just didn't get married. Maybe you had relationships in the past that didn't work out. Maybe you just decided to work on yourself, and you just so happen to be 30.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that applies for men, but it applies for women.
I wish we had a button. Bum, bum, bum.
It could apply to men too, but I don't subscribe to that.
No, but let's continue with that.
Yeah,
I mean, ladies in the chat, let us know. Do you agree or disagree with that, with what she said? But
What you think, Austin?
I think the norm is people usually settling, getting their life and family things situated in their 30s, right?
Yeah.
I think that's like the norm. So it's abnormal to see someone single and living that kind of lifestyle. And it's like, hey, why aren't you at this point in your life with someone? Why aren't you settling? Why aren't you, because it seems like that's the abnormal thing. And I think it is a thing. Like, she has a point in what she's saying. I think she has a point in what she's saying. It's like, all right, why at this stage in your life, but obviously there's going to be thousands of reasons, but why at this stage in your life you're not in the realm of settling?
Some people are late bloomers.
True.
It's also a culture thing too.
when you hear red flag, do you think like, okay, that's like there's something to ask questions on, and if you get ask questions, or is it more like because it's a red flag, it's a no-go?
Red flags are just a warning. So if you have a bunch of red flags, then that means you probably are not. That person's probably not right for you.
True.
Nice.
But to say that, oh, you're not married, you don't have a girlfriend, and you don't have kids by 30, I feel like that's kind of like, I was saying earlier, it's a cultural thing too, because she's Jamaican, obviously.
Yeah.
And I know in the West, on the islands and shit, and like other countries, they settle down way earlier than we do here in the West. Like, we don't settle down. People push marriage back way past their 30s, and now women are doing it. They're waiting until like they're 35 to have kids and start a family, or past that.
True.
So it's different now. I don't think our generation subscribes to by 30 years old you should be married and have a kid and have a family.
I think it was when I hear it, I think of, because 10 years is a long time. I think of the higher 30s when I'm saying this, not necessarily just about to turn 30. I think more of like you're 35, you're 38, like in that realm.
I agree. Yeah.
Early 30s, that's what I said. 10 years is a long span. A lot can happen in 10 years. I would look towards the higher 30s to say that that's a little bit more accurate up there.
Yeah, I can see that. Let me get into the chat. Sammy J says, wait, it was before Sammy J. Nikki says, oh, nah, she's dead wrong. Sammy J says, she's not taking into account that it may be that he wants a certain type. Why does she assume nobody wants him?
Well, let's pause right there for a minute.
Okay.
People who, and I have this theory myself.
Mhm.
Some people who are very, very strict on the type of person that they want, and they're not willing to see someone through and develop and compromise and build a relationship.
Right.
A lot of times they end up being single for a lot longer period of time because they're waiting for the perfect batch.
Right.
You know?
That's how you end up with a cat.
Facts.
A few of them motherfuckers. So I think
Or a dog too.
that could work. That could work outside of your favor, where it's like,
Too picky.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
there's a such thing as too picky.
Oh, definitely.
You know,
definitely.
you gotta give a relationship time, give people time to evolve while you're in a relationship. You know, it's not gonna just. I mean, maybe you can just find Mr. Right.
Yeah, some
or
people
Mrs. Right.
Some people, I feel like some people build their walls too high. I
Yeah.
understand having a wall up, but sometimes you put your wall up so high that nobody could get over it. Nobody could break
Yeah.
it down.
And then you 38 single because you still looking for the.
Mr. Right.
You gotta hit these check marks. Some
Yeah.
people it has to hit the check marks, and then they consider a relationship. Some
Mhm.
people's like, okay, I see the potential that we can hit those check marks,
Definitely.
and those are two different type of people.
Yeah, but sometimes the checklist has to be realistic.
Right.
I don't think everybody's checklist is checklist. I don't think everybody's checklist is realistic.
What there's a thin line though, I feel like, between having like standards for yourself and settling.
Yeah.
Because you can say I want this, and that, and my significant other, but if that person doesn't give that to you and you accept them for you're 38 and you're like, all right, well, I'm 38, I gotta find somebody. Then a lot of people at that point don't want to settle for they don't want to settle. They feel like that they're going down in order to be in a relationship, and that is the hard part for some people. I feel like.
Do you all have a age in mind to say, okay, like obviously you guys. I mean, I think we all want kids and
Yeah.
Some
For
part
sure.
of our relationships or whatever. Do you think that you have a specific age where you say, okay, if I'm 37 and I'm still living a bachelor life or
Mhm.
still not in a relationship that's, has this potential to go further or longer, or marriage or kids or whatever, like, do you say, okay, I need to pick up the pace? Do you have that like age limit?
I don't.
Okay. You want to expand?
Nah.
Nigga straight up.
I don't.
Yeah, tell me what you're thinking.
It's like, if I'm 39, yeah, I don't have an age because I just don't have an age. I just don't have an age. Because at any moment, I could be 40-something years old and then have my first child, whatever like that. As a man, I don't have an age of when, like if I'm young and have kids, cool. Hopefully I'm financially situated. But if I'm older, I'm cool too.
So you don't. Okay, a guy could produce at a later age than
Yeah.
a woman. A lot of times, women they tend to avoid reproducing, having kids when they're in their 40s, right?
Yeah.
It's I guess it's a common thing. So do you think you being, like in your 40s saying, hey, I'm okay with having a kid in my 40s, right? But then you're gonna have to find a younger woman or a woman who's in that age.
problem.
So you don't feel like it's gonna be harder for you?
All right, so if I'm single in my 40s and I'm dating still, of course it's gonna be harder. Especially if my age, if it's known that my age group, they not messing with children, they either had their children or they don't want to risk it. Then yeah, of course I'm gonna have to shoot, at people that's like 10 years younger than me.
You're gonna be
Right.
40
And they're
dating
gonna
a
have
21-year-old Gus.
They're gonna have kids
What?
that's like 18. They're gonna have kids that's like in high school and shit.
Mhm.
fuck that.
You're gonna
I
be
got a
40
limit.
dating a 20 to a 21 year
I
old.
got a limit.
No, I'm not. Why would you waste?
I'm
time?
fucking with you. I'm saying in
Nah,
that
nah,
scenario,
nah, man.
in that scenario, you would be 40 dating 20
Nah,
because you
nah,
want
nah.
you wanted to have nice pregnancies, right?
Nice pregnancy. Yeah, what nice.
You want no
pregnancy.
complications.
You want
No
smooth
complications.
pregnancy?
You wanted to listen.
Wow. Wow.
You wanna
I'm
listen.
joking. I'm joking.
What about y'all?
I'm joking.
Answer the question. He digging up his nose.
You seen that, right?
I was not. I don't. It was the rim of my nose.
Dirty. Yeah. Which one of y'all going first?
Say, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I'm trying to do something.
No, that's cool. But answer the question. You never answer the question.
Go ahead, bro.
Austin, what about you?
Yeah, what about you, Austin?
I'm good.
He already said it.
What, any age?
For me?
Yeah.
No, like I want a lot of kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You say you want a football team.
I need a good starting five.
You might have to go the Akon route.
Akon.
The Nick Cannon route.
Nick
Nick
Cannon.
Cannon route. Yeah.
Akon.
No, Akon's a polygamist.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You know?
That's why I never hear about him.
Yeah.
I feel like I would feel more pressure to move faster if I'm in my late 30s. I feel like if I'm 37, 38, I'm like, all right, you know, I want a family. I want to, you know, enjoy this. I still want to be young when I'm enjoying this at the same time. So it's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to start feeling pressure after 35.
True.
That's my
that's-
my year too. I'm not agreeing with this
My
nigga on purpose
My nigga.
because I know that's what Gus thinking. But I had the
Fake ass
number.
best friends.
The number in my head. The number in my head. Honestly, I wanna be moving towards that now. I would love to. If I was in a place where I felt like it was time, I would love for that to be as early as possible. But I by 35, I know I'm gonna be like, all right, you know, what's going on over here?
Yeah, you start questioning
Yeah.
and considering like, all right, like this is a thing. Like this is something that I have to think about.
I think personally for me, I'm not pressured to have kids. If I don't have kids, I don't have kids.
Oh, so you don't? It's not like a big deal for you.
Nah, not anymore. When I was younger, it was. Now I'm just like, if it happens.
Like
it
younger
happens.
when you was 17.
Yeah, when I was like 15, 16, I'm like, I want 5 kids, 6 kids, 7 kids. As I get older, I'm just like,
So you don't really
You
care.
thinking about kids when you're 17?
yeah, 16, 17.
Sheesh.
I mean, looking towards the future. Like
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not thinking about
17?
I'm not thinking at 17 or 18, I might have a good. No, I'm thinking like when I'm 25, 26.
Yeah, this
But
ain't
now I'm this
1940.
age, I'm just like.
I ain't think that high ahead. Not when I was 17.
But now I'm just like I think we was having a conversation recently about like having kids in your 20s or just having kids in general, like surprise pregnancies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like how I would handle it, I would not have a problem with it. I would welcome it.
A surprise pregnancy?
Yeah.
That's not your baby.
No, it's my baby.
Okay.
It's gotta be my baby.
Surprise, it's not your baby.
Yeah, that's my baby. Like it's not. It's unplanned. I'm in a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
But you know, yes, I'm in a healthy relationship, and then wasn't planned. She pregnant. I'm like, yeah, welcome it.
But would you plan
Would I plan?
to have a baby? Or you just like
Yeah,
alright,
at
if it
this
happens, it
moment, I'm
happens.
focusing on myself, so I can't. I'm myself right now. I'm focusing on myself. But once that's
You can't speak for future Gus.
wait, what?
Eggs.
Future Gus, when Future Gus is set up, then he can
You
start
can't
thinking
speak
about.
for him though.
Huh?
You can't speak for him right now.
Yeah, I can't speak for my past too. I only can speak for now.
That was real deep.
I think you could speak for your past, nigga. You experienced it.
I mean, but it's in the past though.
Exactly. But you
That
can
was a
still
different
speak
me.
on it. So you don't this nigga. Gus complicated.
He said, I speak for me.
Gus complicated.
Let me get into some of these comments.
Y'all didn't answer, did y'all?
I did.
No, I didn't.
Shake.
You want me to read
Talking about
first?
you. First of all, you bandwagging him. Don't say.
But,
I
that,
answered.
but what I was
Like,
trying
you
to,
ain't
but
just
my
dap
thought
him
process.
up.
Everything Austin says
is a go for me.
Yeah, it's a go for me.
Ditto.
It's Austin for me.
I hate y'all. But yes,
Excluding
35.
Austin.
I would say 35. That's my time.
That's your time when you like, all right, I gotta have a baby.
By then, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. If I'm 35 years old and I'm looking around, I have no kids and I have no girlfriend, no wife. I'm gonna be like, yo,
Yeah,
What's going on?
Yeah, is there something wrong with the game?
I made the wrong decisions in life.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to go too far into my 30s without, you know what I'm saying.
Your first baby.
Not even
Shake,
my
I
first.
think you're ready for kids now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Don't
You know
speak
why?
that-
don't
man.
speak that on
No.
me.
You know why?
Don't speak that on me,
Because this
bro.
nigga's Instagram, I have never seen a man talk about baby fever as much as you in my life,
Bro,
yo.
babies are cute. What the fuck?
But baby fever, you want a kid,
You
bro.
the only
ready,
dude on my friends list that does that.
You
Yo,
are ready
bro,
to be
what's
a
wrong with
daddy.
babies?
You're ready to be
what's
a
wrong with
dada.
babies?
I like babies.
But like, it's not just. It's not. It's not.
I like babies.
It's not. But.
Man, kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans in them, it's your mans in them.